Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness today. The indigenous people of Biafra have decided to clear the air over certain things, and also the fact that there have been calls from all quarters that the violence going on in Southeast and the unrest, insecurity can only be traceable to indigenous people of Biafra, their agitations and the likes. In fact, they had a media hype over the matter. What it looks like, their lawyer have decided to clear the air once and for all, and also tell them what the situation is. But before we go into the news proper, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, according to the news, Aloy Jimako, a special counsel for the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, that's Mazen Namdekano, has reacted to a recent report by the BBC World Service centered around the activities of the group. The BBC report titled IPOB as full colon, double colon, Nigerian media warriors call for the killings on social media over Biafra had chronicled events showing how agitators had called for attacks against those considered to be enemies of the campaign for Biafra independence. Well, according to the news, according to the BBC report, many of these agitators are currently based outside the country of Nigeria, from where they speak violence in Nigeria via their podcasts and streamings on social media platforms. The report, which exposed the activities of some individuals, further claimed that some of the media warriors were being paid either by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, or by supporters for the work they do. And we saw other broadcasts in which bank details for IPOB, that's indigenous people of Biafra, were shared to solicit donations from followers. Reacting, Alo Ejimako exonerated the group from the claims, stating that the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, he is representing or he represented had no connection with media warriors calling for killings. Ejimako, that's special counsel to Mazen Namdekano, noted that the indigenous people of Biafra has chapters in various countries of the world, and is a recognized uh, as a self-determination group. He wrote on the social media platform, he said, "Dear at BBC World, again, the hashtag IPOB, that's Indigenous People of Biafra, I represent, is registered in the United Kingdom. It's led by hashtag MNK, that's Mazen Namdekano. It has fixed addresses and chapters worldwide, and it's recognized by nations as a non-violent self-determination movement. They are not the media warriors calling for killings over Biafra." That's quite strong. Well, quite a lot of persons have been reacting to this. And don't forget that you would agree with me on the fact that in a struggle of this magnitude, there's what we call malls. All right, malls are in some quarters they call it saboteurs, but malls are people who are inside the organization pretending to be full-fledged. Sometimes they're even full-fledged members. They swear oaths, they show allegiances, but in the true intent of the whole thing, they're actually there to ensure that the organization doesn't move forward. Sometimes they grow in rank and file. When it matters the most, they give the wrong information or wrong advice that would lead to either self-destruction or total disintegration of the group. So sometimes you could be thinking that you're looking at an outsider, while as they already have a mole, an insider who actually, okay, another word for it is frenemy. He acts like a friend, actually is an enemy all along. All right. So yes, except you want to live in self denial. The truth is, there are several platforms, all right, several super duper platforms that are in that category. All what is being known for is the fact that they give the impression that they're all loved, but or they all love the movement, but actually they are there to totally disintegrate the movement. Now, for anybody going somewhere, all right, even Jesus in his days on earth had 12 disciples. Even amongst the 12, there was always a Judas that actually wanted to give away Jesus when it mattered the most. So it's usually not strange, but what baffles one is the fact that while the likes of Ima Powerful and the likes DOS and the likes are doing all they can to give the right picture of a non-violent movement, we have the likes of uh, sometimes right now Chief Ralph Wazirika actually made a U-turn. He's really saying that everybody should come in one umbrella and see how they can get Biafra actualized. While we have the likes of Asari Dokubo, who is hell-bent actually on making sure that IPOB is a forgotten title, a forgotten organization, a forgotten issue. That may be a bit difficult to achieve because IPOB is around the whole world. All right, they're registered in international community, and they're recognized to a great extent. And now we're also looking at the likes of the leaders in Southeast. They would prefer a situation where the agitation takes a low key or probably be totally being stopped so that it doesn't go beyond that, judging the fact that they have their political ambition to consider. We're also looking at the likes of former deputy of the Regional Supply Biafra, that's Uche Mefo, who's of the opinion of Mazen Namdekano has caused all this violence in the first instance, and he should be released to see the level of damages done. So you now begin to see, in fact, there are numerous, really. They have quite a number of them out there, but just like every other thing, just like the issue of presidency, until they all come together in one umbrella and they stop actually attacking one another, they would go places. Even the Bible have said it all. A house divided by itself on itself cannot stand. Okay, you see the other say regions of the other tribes that say, look, these Igbos have been marginalized. It's about time for them to produce presidency. And you begin to see an Igbo man going against an Igbo man, all because they're all vying for the same position. They seem not to be in agreement of some sort. Say, look, no one should go for that position. Let's unanimously endorse one person and let's champion the person's cause. But alas, but that's not what is happening. With that also happening presidential level, political scene, in the agitation scene, we have the MASOB, the BIM, we have the IPOB. If they can come in on one umbrella body like Ilana Omodua have done, Ilana Omodua, it's one of the agitating group or the major mother body of the agitating group for the Yorubas. If they can do something similar to that, okay, regardless, just unanimously choose a leader and they all come in that umbrella, maybe their voice will become very much stronger. Already, right now, IPOB is known, it's popular, so worldwide. It's not just a local things. This is an international organization thing. But with the likes of Aloy Jimakos of the opinion that these guys are non-violent, all their moves. If you watch over time, you've noticed that UGMs, you have begin to see the likes of the governors already now, helping to debunk this whole issue that IPOB is not even behind it. It has to do with the opposition and political, strictly political. So to speak, events are also vindicating them in showing that they're indeed not a violent group. That's not going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our conversation. What's your take?